Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. I love you and the divine loves you. Okay, here. Oh, hold up. Because I definitely was sitting up here shuffling, talking on the phone, and as they came out, I left them. That's the message, family. Okay, so welcome back, family, collective, and soul tribe. Take it how you like. All right. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you. Let's invoke protection and get to this message, family. I call upon the divine, my ancestors, angels, and spiritual guides to stand with me and within me as I deliver these messages. Only what serves truth, healing, and understanding for the highest good is welcomed here, and so it is. Ashe. So the first message out, y'all, and this is the one I saw that came out while I was running my mouth on the phone. So you could have been talking on the phone to someone, got some clarity, or spirit just started giving you some downloads, because this is what I call these messages. So right here it does say relationships. Okay, there's an end of the road here. I feel like it's the end of the road for a lot of people who were attacking you in your past. Okay, a lot of spiritual work is being done in your states and stuff, y'all. Google it. Okay, just Google, witches in my state and things like that. You're gonna have a lot of Wicca, proclaimed Wiccas, pagans, all kind of stuff is gonna pop up. Okay, I feel like it's the end of the road for anybody that was doing harmful witchcraft towards you. Okay, relationships or projects are coming to a unavoidable end. Okay, so this had to come to an end sooner or later, right? And now it is this time. Okay, so nowhere else to go for these types of energies. It ends here. Okay, there's nothing left, family. It ends here. There is nothing left. Oh, that's what I forgot. I was wondering why it looked off. Let me do the other light just to balance it out. Okay. All right, family. So it's the end of the road for this negative acting energy, right? It's also going to be end of the road for any one night stands, any temporary good times, any single sexual encounters, okay? Non-committal hookups and relationships, sexual gratification end of the road for that for many of y'all. Some of y'all have just decided to, cleanse your energy and take back your power, and you know that just the physical contact gives out the power. Okay, that is a direct contact. Like they say, be careful who you allow to touch you. Will be careful when it comes to that as well. Also, the walls of silence is the end of the road from people, staying quiet, knowing that they're witnessing, the wrongdoings of things, right? Because you have definitely emotionally distanced yourself. You created that by, cutting off communication to different ones, right? Especially the ones that may have ignored you during a time of need. You have decided, okay, they weren't interested in you, so at this time, shit, they shouldn't be interested in me, right? That type of energy, right? Yeah, because you can refuse to communicate to those who only want to communicate when it's for their benefit, or when it's to soothe or comfort them or provide them with clarity. Okay, they got to do the work. They got to walk through that shadow, okay, and find their own clarity. All right. It's the end of the road when it comes to this sunk cost fallacy type energy that they were projecting onto you. Okay, trying to keep you in constant situations or circumstances that no longer were beneficial for you or anybody else for that matter. Okay, you got people out here that are not admitting that it's over, but it's definitely over at this time, and they just are holding on to that poor little low energy. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing left for these people, and that's why you may still feel their energy trying to pull on you, but they had to let go of a heart of gold, because you're someone with pure intentions. Okay, and you show your true colors all the time, and you're exceptionally kind and generous. You also are somebody that you give it all you got. Okay, one last big try, and your one last big try is never your one last big try, because you got that energy. If you fall down, you got to get back up, right? You have this maximum effort energy about yourself towards your goals, your aspirations, whatever it is that you set your mind focus on. That's what you are going to achieve. So yeah, you don't be holding nothing back, period. I feel like the divine timing is here, and it is now. Okay, so trust in the time, and everything is falling into place at the perfect moment. Let go of the control and the patience. Let go of the control, okay, and have patience and faith for whoever you are. If you don't feel like things are happening fast enough for you, it's that hurry up and wait energy. You got to learn to be patient for somebody. Temperance energy, okay. You could have been dealing with a lot of energies that were clingy, okay. That's why spirit had to come in and cut that cord. Okay, a lot of codependent energy, latching on too soon, doesn't give others any space, right? Wanting others to fix their issues. You could have been dealing with a lot of those types of energies. You've had cocky energies out there that, they felt like, oh, please, we could do our own issues. Okay, good, do that type energy, right? And then you had, people that were dependent on you a little too much and wouldn't give you, any space to breathe. Okay, I feel like there's an end of the road to all of that. But these people didn't want to let go. But now they have to admit they got to let it go. Because I feel like a lot of people have now been receiving the karma behind the things that they have done, the seeds they have sowed. All right. So it says here, peace offering. Someone reaches out to make amends, tries to, restore harmony and seeking peace. I feel like that is taking place at this time. Could be a person, people, okay? Could be the environment itself. You may see things changing in the environment that, reflect energies of peace, all right? And then right here, yeah, under maintenance, you're damn right. Ghost in the machine. It's not a ghost in the machine. It is what it is. Okay. Some of y'all could be thinking ghost in the machines referring to AI, though, I just heard, but take it how it resonates. But yeah, technology fails at its worst possible time. And it has been failing, but it's been being run by those who were assisting in its failure. Okay, or collecting the data that they wanted it to, spew out versus what true data is. Data manipulation is what I hear. All right, but you are now dealing, with energies. I feel that the more you become aware and knowledgeable of, technology for somebody here, the better off you're going to be. All right. Yeah. So some of you may have had computer issues lately, printer issues lately. This was being caused by unseen forces. Now, these unseen forces that are no longer there to control every damn thing, they're going through financial strains. Okay. Tight finances are coming, are causing stress too thin by burdens. Okay, a lot of people, that's those people that are getting that big money. They go get those big old houses, those expensive cars. Now they're going through burdens. They were doing all that and getting all and collecting all those assets. Okay, and I say they're assets because they are tangible things, touchable, right? Tangible things they can turn into money, but now they're being confiscated because of how they obtained those assets, right? So they're experiencing difficult financial obligations at this time, and they are all upset because their future is looking uncertain. Okay, so there's anxiety out here. Okay, uncertain futures causing them anxiety about what's next, keeps them in this stuck mental frame mindset because they've never had to be where you were. See, they were the ones that were controlling everything, keeping you in the Truman Show, so therefore you were staying stuck. Now they are in a situation where they're stuck. Okay, they're gonna have to navigate through the fog. Okay, there was a lack of care and direction when they were in charge. Now they are feeling like, oh shit, we've been stripped of it. So now they're over here with this playing victim energy. And it says, exaggerates or fabricates a situation, makes others feel sorry for them. Woe is me attitude. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going through right now. But all of these people are the reason that our situation, our countries are the way that they are. We've always had a very greedy government, and this is for every fucking country. This ain't just the United States. This is for every country. Africa, okay, India, okay, Afghanistan, all those countries have had very taking type of energy of a government. It's time for, that to be cleansed. Okay, yeah. And people are watching this in the spotlight. They're watching it go down. They're watching a lot of public figures go down, popular public figures go down on these platforms, within these news reporting agencies, journalists. Okay, a lot of narcissists are in the spotlight now. Okay, they love their attention. Well, their attention that they were getting is ending. Yeah, they're in the spotlight. What else, Spirit? Red flag signs, evidence, okay? There was evidence that these energies were cheating. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, family. They were all cheating, okay? And there's evidence of that. A lot of people are upset because, they got this thing going on over here, playing the victim. Woe is me now. Woe is them now. But when it was woe is you, they didn't listen to the damn thing. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. At all, yeah. This is something that they should have avoided, but they didn't. So now they feel ghosted. Yeah, they're all in hiding. And they're all in conflict because I'm telling you, there was a lot of people that were like, we need to stop this. Eventually, they're gonna catch on, and as soon as they do, we're done for. And other people like, oh, they'll never catch on. They'll never catch on. Shit, when they seen Trump was about to win that fucking election, they tried to take his ass out because they knew, yeah, caught on. Okay. Yes, they were in conflict. They knew they asses wasn't supposed to be doing what they were doing. Now they got a lot of time to do the same introspection that you had to do and find yourself. They feeling guilty as hell out here. Mm-hmm. Because they shit's up in flames. I can't make it up. It's up infernos. Yeah, they're running around with that same desperation energy they had you with. They're running around with, they know they self-sabotage themselves, okay? Because what they should have done was let the fuck up. They didn't want to. So yeah, now their lives are up in flames and there's a breaking point. And that's what I'm saying, family. See, people that hurt people, that kind of bullshit. No, greedy people are just greedy. Ain't about hurting nobody. It's about filling their damn pockets. And that's what a lot of these people fail to realize. They not only was like, fuck man, oops, let me quit all that. They not only was like, F them, they were like, yeah, and keep them below bar. Hmm? Like, you just gonna step all the way down? 1221. Yeah. I bet you they learned a lesson at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. They gonna have to learn how to grow through the same tough times they were putting you through. Mm-hmm. I can't make it up. Maybe I should keep talking on the phone, pulling them decks, huh? Yes, look, the red flags that they were keeping secretive and sneaky and dishonest and mysterious and hiding information, them red flags is out. Period. Yeah, their secrets are out now. Two more, Spirit. Yeah. How all they asses was living a double life, okay? Living a lie, secret affairs, hidden truths, emotional betrayals. Mm-hmm. But you still gonna have people that are like, no. And then look, yeah, now they're gonna have to do the soul searching. They got to do the inner work. They've got to know what deeper meaning is when it comes to all and not just some. Because you've already been awakened and activated to it. And you also know they little playing victim lies and how they flip the script. Yeah, that, you've been 1111 energy. You know, with the twin flames is friends, families, foes. Take it how you know, your cousins, your siblings, your co-workers, your bosses, any and all things is twin flame energy. That's where you learn your lessons from. But you've always known about the soul contracts that many of these people signed. Period. And it is now within divine timing that this is all to come out. A lot of people are hip to these people playing victim. They ain't never been a fucking victim. They were the victimizers. They were the ones causing all the problems. Okay. A lot of these folks is upset. Look, on the shuffle because they know they just hit rock bottom. They going to jail. Some of them are going to jail. That's their karma. They've been putting people in jail all their damn lives and for little or nothing. Now they're having legal troubles. Okay, their lives are falling apart. Yeah, you damn right, because it's like, look what they've done. And then tried to hold you accountable for law. Like, shit, you've been breaking the damn law left and right type energy. 1441. As I say that, yeah. Now there's a lot of contemplation happening, Now they're unsure. They're unsure of themselves because, see, they thought what they were doing was never going to get caught. You were the one called them out. You got people out here thinking, oh, you were on our side. How was I on your side? Because I was allowing you to abuse me? No, because I was stupid. Didn't know that's what it was. Didn't know that they were spiritual warfare, psychological warfare. I didn't know that y'all was really practicing that shit. A lot of us didn't know at 15, because that's something that we would never do to somebody. Why would you try to do that to somebody? So now folks is out here doing some time behind that shit. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially. I'm telling you, they're out here, they're going through it behind that shit. They're contemplating right now. They already knew they messed up. They should have never did it. They were playing too many games, trying to weigh out their options of always staying in control of the game. That was the worst contemplation. Yeah, because now they're getting the cold shoulder. These are the same people that, yeah, there has been a big breakup. The breakup of the parties, I'll tell you that much. Okay, distancing yourself from them, from the ones that continue to want to keep the cycle going. Because see, here's what it is: that carrot that got dangled in these people's face that want to keep the cycle going, that was good enough for them, family. But see, you know better. So you distance yourself from people that will just want the mediocre. Bull. Life, and I just heard, in the pursuit of happiness, life is everything that you expect it to be. They wanted to keep you distracted, keep you busy. Now folks got the cold shoulder towards them. Yeah. See, you were sick and tired of it. Now they acting like they sick and tired. These motherfuckers ain't went through shit but for 9 months. You've been going through shit for years. These people better sit the hell down somewhere. Look, they over it. They don't got your backbone. They don't got your strength. They sick and tired. They over it. They wishing some shit would move on. Well, no. You're going to have to sit here. You're going to have to get your shit together. You're going to have to do that inner deep shadow work. Because the decisions you made, shit, that impacted lives, generations of them. You're going to have to sit your ass in that. They're going to have to sit their ass in that, family. You hear me? They got to sit in waddle in that shit. Yeah. They're going to have to learn the same sort of self-love you had to learn for yourself. You had to learn to trust yourself before you could trust anybody else. You had to learn to be your own damn security before you felt secure. And that was in your own damn home. Message. So yeah, these people right now, they know there's a lot that they got to, handle. There's a lot that they're going to have to go through to get to where you are. They got to sit look, because this is what they were doing to you. Because they were spiritually attacking you, causing you a lot of karmic triggers. Okay, that's those rough times of your life, the instability, the oh my god, I lost the job again, or oh my god, I'm being forced to be resign. Like they'll push you out, not all the time, letting you go and laying you off. No, either firing you or pushing you out, making their environment so uncomfortable to where you was like, fuck it. That was all spiritual attacks. They've been doing that shit to you for years. You finally had a spiritual awakening when it came to this shadow work that these people were doing. And you had divine protection come over you for it. Okay, family? So, yeah. Now they have to reap what they sowed. And that is the message. And that's standing on business. Because you ain't never caused nobody no intentional harm or did nobody no certain kind of way. But they sure was trying to do you, though. Now they got to stand on every seed that they sowed. Okay, family? All right, so that is the message. And I'll leave it there for y'all. But thank you so much for tapping in. Thank you for subscribing. And for the Soul Tribe family that are finding your way back home, welcome. Welcome back to the new space. I am truly grateful for each and every one of you, okay? Let's close out. I call my power back. I release the weight of the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted and grounded in my truth. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.